Hi, my name is Luukas Ilves. I'm head of strategy at Guardtime, an enterprise cybersecurity company founded in Estonia in 2007. At Guardtime, we use our uniquely scalable blockchain technology to solve data management and cybersecurity challenges in critical industries like telecoms, insurance, and health, and for the world's most advanced digital governments. Today, I'm excited to talk to you about how we use our product, MIDA for Cloud, to solve the trust and security problems behind cloud. Now, cloud is a fantastic tool. Industry 4.0, AI, 5G, IoT, edge, it all relies on a solid cloud infrastructure. And think about it, the convenience of computing the tap allows entirely new business models. And in the last few years, with virtualization, you can now build these complex systems with just a few lines of code. So what that means, of course, is that regulated industries, defense, public sector, as well as business and mission and safety critical applications and data, they all want to move to cloud. But there's a problem, security. Because cloud also brings with it new security problems. Cloud service providers, they advertise that cloud is secure. And in spite of that, though, breaches keep on happening. And what we actually see is that the problem's getting worse. It's getting worse because of the increasing complexity of cloud deployments. You're more likely to make configuration errors, which is going to create new security holes. And this makes security more expensive. On top of all this, cloud brings new compliance and regulatory risks, both in terms of data protection and sector-specific regulation. The result is that one recent study, for instance, found that more than half of CIOs assess that the risk of security breaches in cloud is higher than for traditional on-premise systems. And that shouldn't surprise us when we think about what cloud is. Somebody else's computer, as we like to say. Now, that's the whole point, right? Outsourcing is the value of cloud. You let someone else handle the complexity of running your IT, but it brings new questions and new trust problems. You find yourself sitting outside of your cloud asking, is my cloud service provider following the SLA? Have they reported everything that's going on? Do I know that the data hasn't been subject to a law enforcement request? What about a cyber attack? What about an insider attack? And the problem is getting worse due to the growing complexity of cloud configurations. Now, the way that most existing cloud security tools try to solve this problem is by taking logs, reported to you by your cloud system, and then applying sophisticated big data and AI to those logs. This approach has a couple of problems. Event correlation is complex, it's resource intensive, and it doesn't happen in real time. And due to the scale of clouds today, those logs are a massive data set that in turn has to be stored somewhere, which is also expensive. And to analyze them, you need a sophisticated and a large security team. But beyond that, more fundamentally, you're relying on what your cloud service provider or your cloud operator is telling you. But there's a lot they don't tell you. For instance, which machines is my process actually running on? What is the provable location of your data? Auditing isn't the solution to answering these questions. Your cloud service provider gets audited perhaps once a year, maybe twice a year, the way that you do. And that doesn't tell you what's going on in real time today with your data and your processes. In effect, if we were trying to summarize the state of cloud security today, I find that the situation is getting worse. The average cost of a breach has gone up to 3.6 million euros. Time to detection is still measured in months or years after the incident occurs. Cloud security is like looking for a needle in a haystack in someone else's barn that you can only inspect on the weekends. So we think it's time for a paradigm shift. This is why we invented MIDA for Cloud. We take a different approach that turns your cloud into its own reporting system. Instead of sitting outside of your cloud and waiting to receive logs of what happened, we put monitoring agents inside the cloud deployment. And we capture data from all the various configurations of what's going on in the cloud. Security groups, load balancers, VMs, storage, web apps, serverless compute, and turn that into a single snapshot that represents the state of your cloud deployment in that second. Then, we also go into the level of individual machines and capture information there, which no logging system gives you access to. And we take these snapshots, which tell you what the configuration of your cloud is at a certain second, and we ask, every second, is the state of the cloud what it should be? And we validate that against security standards, regulatory requirements like BSI IT Grundschutz or ISO 2701, and against your own security baseline that you've established with your cloud system. The system as a whole is a game changer. You get real-time, once per second, high-quality information on what's going on in the cloud, including information that existing monitoring tools can't give you. Then we secure that information with Guardtime's hyperscalable KSI Blockchain, which means you can trust the accuracy of that information now, and you can show it later to audit and compliance. And because you trust the information you're getting from your cloud, you can take immediate action. If everything is in order, you know your cloud is compliant, and you save that for a detailed, second-by-second, auditable, immutable record of your cloud security. But if something's wrong, you can take immediate action, including automated action. For instance, you can immediately shut down your entire cloud deployment if something trips a certain security control. Now, in addition to giving you new functionality, MIDA for Cloud also makes your cloud security easier to run. Because our tools can be deployed in any cloud environment, you can draw together information from many sources into a single pane of glass. And this makes it easy to get an overview of security in a multi-cloud environment or in a mixed environment with both cloud and on-prem or hybrid cloud. We also make we make the life of your security engineers easier too. Instead of having your security engineer work through hundreds of alerts a day, we give him a simple overview of how processes are running and a short list of alerts to look at. In summary, our revolutionary cloud security and governance tool, MIDA for Cloud, empowers you with what we call real-time truth. And real-time truth allows you to realize a number of benefits. Most importantly, decrease time to detection of security incidents. But you can also automate your security operations, requiring less staff to actively be monitoring your cloud. And you can simplify your response to incidents, also making that more automated. All of this automation, it saves you money. Detecting incidents faster saves you a lot of money. And in addition to that, you can achieve continuous audit and compliance that's based on provable, in-court cryptographic evidence. And as a result of all of this, you can use more cloud services with your critical processes and your sensitive data. So, for everyone running mission-critical services, providing products where security is a must, or working with sensitive data in regulated industries or in government, we want to help you take your business to the next level by trusting cloud and by using cloud more. So I've spoken today about MIDA for Cloud, but we also deploy similar capabilities for 5G, IoT, and edge computing. So please drop us a line and we can talk about your business.